That's what the original games were all about, and that's why they got the Golden Reap, because they're the ones that were going to step up and be put on the line when it came time to defend from the neighbors that were coming to steal your stuff.
Yeah.
It's interesting. And then obviously in the 40s, the modern games grew out of what those ancient games were, with a little different intention.
Yeah, I think it's definitely fascinating, like the way the way this stuff is developed. You probably know a lot more about the background of the games and things like that than I would, but I, as a casual observer, somebody that's just like, every so often, oh, the games are on, let's check it out, see who's running or who's doing what.
Winter games are coming up here in a couple of weeks in February. So.
Yeah, pretty damn soon.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Yeah,
they're in Italy. It's a really Milan.
Italy?
They're in Italy. This
will be cold. It's going to be cold up there.
Hopefully it'll be cold. They
Yeah.
want lots of snow for the winter games.
Yeah, you want some. Yeah, you definitely want some snow for the winter games. Let's kind of backtrack a little bit. I know. So obviously, you did the Olympian stuff. You did. I mean, obviously, you've got a massive list of successes in regards to, like, not only the successes you had with wrestling in the Army, but also the successes you had wrestling for the alternates in the Olympics and the trials and all that stuff. When did you first get introduced to the idea of, like, mixed martial arts and actual fighting?
Yeah, that was all by accident too. I was coaching. I was assistant wrestling coach at Oregon State University.
Oregon State.
Yeah, and living in town, living in Corvallis, and all the athletes, they would, at the end of summer or at the end of the school year, would leave and go back to their respective hometowns.
Yeah.
And then in August, at the end of summer, they all come rolling back into school to get ready for both practice, because practice is starting up and school is starting up. So I lived in the same apartment complex as a few of my athletes.
Oh, no kidding.
And one of the guys runs over, oh man, you got to see this. And he plugs in this VHS tape. And it was I think UFC 8 or 9.
Oh, wow.
And Don Fry was fighting on that card.
Don Fry.
And Don and I were college teammates at Oklahoma State. My freshman year was his senior year in college.
That's freaking cool.
Wrestling. So I'm like, oh my God, I know that dude. I went to school with him. So I was immediately enthralled and engaged in this crazy cage sport.
Yeah.
Watching
what
these guys.
Savage
and then
Don Fry is, dude.
Obviously knew Mark Coleman, Dan Severn. These are all wrestlers that I was very familiar with.
Yeah.
Had either competed with or rubbed elbows with through the national team in college wrestling. And now they're trying this crazy sport of no holds barred.